Technology is an integral part of anyone's life now in the 20th and 21st century. We use it to shop, chat with friends, and even learn. Despite all these amazing conveniences, can technology be bad? Especially for those that have seen no alternative, for those that have grown up with things like the internet, Netflix, and websites. Our children.
Lil, what do you want, babe?
I want an iPad.
I need to take the iPad to work.
To some, that last clip was comical. A young toddler throwing a tantrum because they want an iPad for the day. In reality, there's nothing funny about this behavior. Children are being exposed to technology at younger and younger ages, which is detrimental to their development. But just how does technology affect the young mind? What are the pros and cons? Pro number 1, use of educational apps and games. There are loads of Apple and Android educational apps that are age appropriate for toddlers. They can teach them their colors, letters, numbers, and even music. According to a study done by the Huffington Post, interactive apps do facilitate learning for toddlers while also entertaining them. They are filled with familiar characters that the toddlers can identify and relate to in video games that actually help in teaching them. Con number 1, lack of social interactions and social cues. Many parents have admitted to using an iPad or cell phone as a pseudo babysitter for their child. Got a long cart ride? Give them the iPad. Waiting to be served at a restaurant? Give them the iPad. While it may be a quick and easy way to appease a toddler, they will forever recognize that if they cry loud enough, they would get the iPad instead of learning how to manage their own emotions or tantrums. An iPad does not replace the social interaction that children crave in early development. A parent should always be monitoring their child. That includes in what they do online or on technology. Time restrictions can be made manually by assigning certain places or times when using technology is appropriate. For example, a mother can say that the phone is not allowed at the table or give the restriction of only 30 minutes per day on any form of technology. There are also apps that can help in restricting this that can be put on these devices. On the iPad, for example, in parental controls, there's a guided access option. The time limit feature was added in Apple's iOS 8 and will lock down your phone or iPad when time is exceeded. Only a password, usually set up by the adult, can unlock the device. You can even set the different time limit for different apps, and once they are open, the countdown begins. Most companies that are involved with technology have these controls that leaves it to the parent to control their child's access, even happy and family-friendly companies like Nintendo.
And what kind of games is my child playing? That's why Nintendo created an app to help monitor your child's gameplay. Nintendo Switch Parental Controls. Games are supposed to be fun, but sometimes they can be a source of friction. Nintendo Switch Parental Controls to the rescue. Just set an amount of playtime and the system will let your child know when time is up.
According to ServingKidsHope.org, an increase in exposure to technology goes hand in hand with a decrease in physical activity. As children spend more time sitting in front of the TV or computer, they spend less time outside running around and burning off calories and energy. Over time, combined with an increase in snacking, this can lead to significant weight gain. The bottom line is that anything in excess can be harmful. It is up to the adults in a child's life to help in guiding them, even if that means restricting their use of technology. Some doctors recommend not introducing any form of technology, computer, television, or even a cell phone until they are 3 years old, but I see that as a little excessive.
In terms of television, the recommendation is that they don't have any exposure until they're 2. And I think everything in moderation is the important thing to keep in mind. It's important to keep in mind that, technology has a place in our society, and children who have some technological experience are obviously going to do well in some academic environments, and it's going to provide them some opportunities to develop skills that they're going to need in our world.